Thank you so much. Can have a seat. Um, all invited guests, Professor Ngondo, Commissioner Were, my chair, current chair, Mr. Robert Mburu, Old Boys Kakamega, Old Boys Koyonso if they are here, Old Boys Nanyuki, my Nanyuki students were here, but have traveled back to school. And I'm crafting others. KU, are you still here? Yeah, I'm crafting. I'm bringing you in the family. And everybody who has come, I just want to say thank you so much because you've taken your time off many other things. I know you have demands in your lives, what you should be doing. But you've decided that you'll be here with me. And I also want to thank my student, Otunga, and the others, Daktari is around, who came up with this concept of coming up with something. It wasn't my idea. You just rang me and told me you want to take some shots about you. And we are coming up with a documentary. We just said it's good. So I want to thank everyone who worked on that. I know you traveled to very many places trying to get the information. Thank you so much. I want to thank my wife in a very special manner because she's been a driving force. Of course, there is an old saying, it's old indeed, maybe Commissioner Were and the other teachers of English probably you look for a better way of saying behind a successful man, there must be a woman there. Maybe it's an old one. I don't know if it can be made newer, but she and the children and the larger family made it possible for me to impact and touch as many students as possible. And for Professor Ongondo, we've come from far. And it's true what he has said. You know, after every performance, I'd go to him to ask him to tell me what I should do for the next stage. And I'd go back and work on it. For Commissioner Were, I think if there is an award to be given, that is an old woman that I've disturbed so much in life. Disturbed in the sense that when they were looking for somebody to go to Kakamega School as a principal, at that time, she was not the chair, but she was a teacher service commission. She insisted, the only person I know who can manage that school is Minishi. So she was at the commission and made the decision that I should go to Kakamega School. Let us clap for her. By that time, I was at Koyonso. So I moved to Kakamega, and before I went to Kakamega, she called me to the commission and told me Kakamega School is like a very big elephant. If you carry it alone, on your shoulders, you will collapse. And that it's like Kakamega School is a bit, very deep and dark. If you get in there, the ones who are out will just keep on wondering if you'll actually come out. Those were her words. And he said, as you go to that school, we wish you all the best and we shall support you. So, my students of Kakamega School, you can see where it began. And when I had an opportunity to suggest who can be on the board, I looked for her because she has many things that she has played in my life. Because I began scripting at about 7 p.m. At about 2 a.m., I would call her. 2 a.m., you know, that I'm having a character, I've put her on the cross, but I don't know what to do next. You know, disturbing an old woman, eh? And she could just receive my call, and sometimes would say, you see what you can do. And then she'd want to know the story a little bit, and she gives advice, and so on. So I disturbed you quite a lot, and I'm glad that you are here. And when I was about to give up on drama, you just told me no. And actually, it was a rebuke that men don't behave like the way you are behaving. We were in Kisumu. Go back and ensure you script a play and go to the nationals. And that's when I wrote A Step in the Mind. Because it was really a step in my mind. And it was a critical play, just talking about family life. So, Commissioner, you played a lot in my life, and I'm happy just to see you here. And for the students of Kakamega School and Bungoma was with Robert after I'd been in Potere. So I came to Bungoma School, and you received me well. And there were 3 things about you, your group. You were just not my students. At times, you'd just be friends, friends, and family members. Because these boys sometimes would come to my house, and on Sunday say, Mwalimu, we know maybe you have not bought a newspaper. They'd get a newspaper and bring to my house, the one they have bought using their money. There was one time they saw a man, you know, those days you would see fellows from power and lighting coming on motorbikes, to disconnect. So they came one day and told me, Mwalimu, we have seen this person come. Have they disconnected the power because we are ready to pay? You know, students, But that demonstrated that they loved me so much. And I want to say thank you so much. In fact, you made me grow so much in drama, Bungoma High School, so that by the time I was actually coming to Kakamega, I was really mature. But these things began from very far. You have been told about my parents, Festus, a teacher of mathematics. So the mathematics I'm teaching and the physics from him. My mother, an artist, a singer. So I combined those two. But then to help me move on were my brothers. Laban is here. They had a small lion. Well, Simba, a lion. So these guys would invite their girlfriends. And they tell us, you must dance. Me plus my other sisters. And they had trained us how to dance, stage show. But you know, music. Many of us maybe do not really understand the meaning of music. Music, when you look at even the best scientists, doctors and so forth, they appreciate music. Music as a way of arranging things in your mind. And I want to thank my brothers, Laban is here, for having arranged music and other things in my mind, so that from that time I began to appreciate art. So I just built on it, and by the time I was coming to Kakamega School, I was actually polished. And I got very good students, the likes of the late Adagala, and we did very good plays with Kakamega. In fact, many plays. And that is why my students are here. Otunga here, the one who created this film, was one of my very serious actors. And you were best actor, I don't know which year that one was, 2009, I can't remember. You acted in the same play with who was your father in that play? Machuo, is he here? It was actually the father, his father in the play. I don't know where Machuo has gone through. This was the father of this young man in the play. And you are a very bad father. An army man, eh? Yeah, who did not want to listen to the school principal. That guy. And I'm glad he has been running and is still associated with the TV station in town here and running it, you see, with the likes of Kaindi. I don't know where Kaindi is. Those are the kind of characters I found in Kakamega School. And you know, something that I read in the Bible, something to do with the destiny. You know, God has created all of us with some kind of destiny, that we should be this. But you see, there is a devil. The devil is against you succeeding. So when you go to unlock the destiny of young minds, God favors you. So yes, my children are here and they need to forgive me. I may not have really touched on them so much, but you know, there were destinies of other children out there who required me, and when I did that. But it's not that I really ignored them. We had our own time. We had our own time together. So I want to thank you all, students, my students. You made me what I am. And you always came up with some challenges, like those ones of Kakamega, and you kept me young. And even when I meet you here, you tell me, Malim, but you are just still young. But it's because of you. Ngugi, you are here. Ngugi, just wave, just stand up and wave. Ngugi was one of my very best actors. And I don't know if Professor Ngondo remembers this man in a play in Mombasa asking, who ate my gizzard? This is the man. Ngondo, yes. Yeah, this was the guy. And he has traveled, he's gone out of this country, worked there, now he's back in Kenya here. So you can see, they made me young. Because these guys would come up with issues and challenges, and you have to find a way of solving those things. So, but I just want to say thank you so much to all of you. And with the new group that I'm trying to interact with at KU, I decided that, you see, I should move on. Yes, secondary, but then I can touch some lives at the university. And I'm always grateful to KU, and that's why I'm giving back. Everybody else, when I tried to go for education and drama, because basically I was a teacher of math physics, all universities refused, but KU accepted. KU said, you do not have the first degree in arts. You are a scientist, but we shall absolve you to do your master's in theater arts. So I have every reason to give back to KU, every reason to do that. And that's why I'm there, trying to interact with the young ones there. I'm just praying that I'll also touch them. So from me, I think that is all, and just to thank God for you, and that as you travel back to your homes, God to touch your lives in a special way, and make you very productive, protect you, because we are in times that are very turbulent. We need every time God's protection. We pray for each other, we support each other, and that's what life is all about. And Otunga, what you have done with your friend is good, because when I finally will say that is the end of me on this world, you may not be given time, particularly during this time of Corona, to say all these good things. You know, you have already said them. Maningwe, we did good things. Metamorphosis and the dance. He was a very good soloist. I'm sorry I've disappointed you, because he has not published his book because he's waiting for a line from me. And he has been asking me about, to create some time and just go and write in his book. He's been asking me, I think for the last 3 years.
It's a year now. About the book, it's a year.
And he can't publish it before I write. Let me commit myself. This time round, I'll find some time and come and do that. I know that we are here, and maybe our situation in our school is not good, but God is going to strengthen everybody in Kakamega School. We want to wish them well. You know the kind of problem they had this morning. Wouldn't want them to, or any other school for that matter, to go through that. My chair, BOM, you've taken good care of me, and the students probably are the last ones I'm handling. Probably will be my last chair, but I want to say just thank you for accepting me and for giving me space in Nanyuki School. The only tragedy for them has been that Corona came, but I wanted to see those boys lift the trophy, being number one. And then it would have been a very nice send-off for me. But I'm hoping an opportunity like that will come. We are praying that I'll be allowed to have them stage 2 plays at Kenya National Theatre on 12th. Those ones of you who will have time, please come. It's free. They'll not ask you to pay. We'll be looking at 2 plays, one on CBC. Another one will be revisiting one of the old plays of Kakamega School, The Web. I'm just praying that they'll be able to bring it out. That is on 12th. The coming Saturday, I think? Yeah. So I'm just praying the ministry will allow me to come and make these presentations. With the professor here, I'm sure we can whisper quietly in the ears of the big fellows to allow us make the presentation. So thank you so much. I love all of you. Thank you.
Mwalimu, tafadhali, tumpigeni makofi tafadhali. Thank you very much, Mwalimu. All right, I promised you, I know there's cake. We're going to cut the cake. But allow me to invite this gentleman to give us the vote of thanks.